What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're gonna be looking at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 13, episode 3. And I feel like Sutton was on one, or two,
or three.
She really, I think she took it just above and beyond for no reason. But we know the reason. But y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flame. And if you wanna play with me, you can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, secure it.
Ladies have landed in Las Vegas. They're over here enjoying themselves. They're trying to freshen up, and Garcelle comes out. She's like, look, what are we doing? We need to find some men. What's going on?
We're waiting for you to eat. I don't want to eat. I want to go meet men. What, we're really going to eat? What on earth? What? Hi, I'm Garcelle.
Right. So Garcelle calls an intervention basically for Sutton. She's like, look, you know, people in our group, they don't get second dates. So what's going on? And Sutton's just like, I know Sutton probably like, girl, don't be blasting my tea in front of these girls. Like, you just tell them my tea. But Sutton's just like, okay, you want to talk about me not getting the second date, but girl, you can't get the first one. I said, ooh. Low key, it was kind of funny. But, you know, Sutton tells the ladies that, you know, she has great dates. The last one that she went on was good. She had a kiss. But, you know, she's not getting the second date.
Played backgammon, had a very nice conversation, and then I never heard from him again.
Just like, okay, what happened? She was like, well, you know, I did ask him to fly to a black tie event in New York. I'm just like, girl, so on third, I'm like, what? Second day you want him to go to New York, spend money. It's just like, that's a lot. But, I mean, whatever. To be honest, I think in our society, like, people automatically just want to go ahead and, you know, get into the sheets so they can figure out, like, you know, are we compatible, or is this what we want, blah, blah, blah. Especially when you're older. I think you just don't want to waste the time. But I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Basically, it comes down to when we read her text messages and everything, it's just like, Sutton doesn't have any game. She don't know how to flirt. She doesn't know how to, converse in text messages. She's like, oh my God, your triceps are so cute. And it's like, girl, triceps? That's what was that, like, on the side? The plans later on that night is going to go to Magic Mike and then dinner. Magic Mike event is basically going to be hosted by Erica Jane. And, you know, Sutton, she got her personal servant. They get up and they had to go over here and get their clothes ready and get ready for the night. So she's like, Avi, come on, what are you doing? Where's my pants? I can't find my pants. What's going on? You about to get demoted. You about to lose this money. And, like, I'm with Garcelle. I hope he's getting paid bank to deal with Sutton, because she would rack my nerves up. Right?
Bobby's not dead. Off with your head.
Sutton got her pants on, right? Erica pumps down the stairs. Erica pumps down the hallway, baby. She got her Pussycat Dolls jumpsuit on. And I'm just like, girl, why she look like she is a, like, 70s pimp mixed with a early 2000s stripper with a jumpsuit? I said, okay, I'm here for it. She had the fur on the top. I was like, okay, you better pump. So basically, we see the girls pumping through the casino. We meet Miss Amber, and, you know, she's like, welcome to the Magic Mike. Let me show you guys your seats and let's get some drinks. So the girls like, look, let's go. This is what we gotta do. Allegedly, the men at Magic Mike are part of some of the girls. If you get it, you get it, right? Everybody's at the show. The show starts. It's the lights. The men are on stage. They're over here doing the body roll. They're doing all of this. I'm just like, okay. We see Erica is going crazy. She's like, ass. You know, she just loved that energy, right? Crystal gets on stage. And, you know, the show basically starts. They pull her on stage. So while they pull Crystal on stage, they pull Erica on stage. And I'm looking like, did you see the man they thrusting? They taking their pants off. They taking their underwear off. They covering stuff with the hat. I'm like, this is my type of show. If next time I go to Las Vegas, I need front row.
Ain't on me.
Right? So, you know, Garcelle's in the stand. She's just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Oh, Erica!
While Crystal and Erica on stage, they're getting their dance. They're getting like a little lap dance. And, you know, I could probably bet money that neither one of their husbands, you know, Erica's still married, can thrust the hips. I don't think they can do it like that. So I thought they probably would live in a time of their life, right?
Tom had other moves, clearly, that landed me in hot water, but not moves like this.
Now Sutton is over here, you know, sitting in her seat. She's just like, But once Erica spread her legs, boom, I said, oh. the guy put his head in between Erica's legs, right? Just, you know, just doing like provocative stuff. Nothing too crazy. So Sutton's over here just like sulking, just not even looking at the show, just like, oh, what a world. And I'm just like, girl, at some point, if you're uncomfortable, just get up and leave. She did get up and leave, but she said that she didn't cause a scene, but she did cause a scene, a whole scene. And Sutton's just like, what the fuck was that? What was that? What was that? What the fuck was that? So Garcelle chases after her and they end up in the bathroom, and Garcelle tells her, like, girl, what's going on? Because she said, we were just dancing, we were just singing, so what is going on? Sutton's like, I'm on the board of the American Ballet Theater. No, what the fuck was that? So, you know, she said, I don't have friends that get on stage and have their legs wide open with somebody's face in between their legs.
I don't have friends that get up on stages and have men's faces in their closet.
I said, you probably don't have friends on stage in front of an audience, but best believe behind closed doors, some of your friends got their legs open with somebody's head in between their legs. Trust. To be honest, Sutton, I just feel like obviously Sutton was just jealous that she didn't get picked, and it's coming across like, hey, pick me, like pick me, pick me, pick me. Obviously, they picked Crystal because Crystal is the birthday girl. They picked Erica because Erica knew them. But I'm just like, if you wanted to go, Sutton, I mean, when they came over to pick the girls, you didn't jump up to like, oh, me. So I'm just like, girl, like, it's not that deep. And maybe like Kyle was right. The kitty was itching and she wanted to get scratched. So while they're having a combo, we see a flash. Kyle gets up. I'm thinking she's going out to check with them, but Kyle gets up and she's on stage laying down. The guy sprays whipped cream in between her boobs, and he's looking at out of her boobs. I'm just like, Kyle, I see you. Yeah, I see you. Kyle comes out like, what's wrong? She's like, what just happened on stage? Oh my God.
What's wrong? I didn't like that. I just have whipped cream licked off of me.
And then Kyle was just like, well, girl, you just missed what I just did. They were like, what did you do? She was like, the guy just licked, you know, some simple whipped cream off my titties. And Sutton's like, that's simple. That's just silly. That's just silly. That's just simple stuff. But having your legs wide open, that's crazy. So Kyle asked her, like, are you upset that you didn't get picked? And Sutton's like, no. Are you kidding me? No. And so Kyle was like, so it's the pants. Sutton's like, oh my.
Even for Sutton, it seems a little extreme.
Sutton was clearly upset that Erica and Crystal were getting all the attention up there with these guys.
My gosh, no, it's not the pants. The producers basically rolled the tape, and we see that she talks about the pants at least like 12 times. And she even says it in the while they're in the audience, she was like, oh my God, I wore these pants for nothing. Right? So just like, I think that's what it was, right? They walk off to the bar, and Sutton is still basically cutting up. So Kyle tells her, like, you know, you're making a scene and you're being a little bit obnoxious. So Sutton's just like, oh, you didn't have to follow me. You came out here. You had to go to the bathroom. You came out here to follow me. Like, I dropped the situation. I'm trying not to make a big deal of it. I'm like, you're not trying to make a big deal of it, but you're indeed making a big deal of it, right?
Walk away instead of making a big scene. What did I do? I walked away.
A little excessive.
Then don't follow me.
If I was like Garcelle or Kyle, I would have left Sutton right in that lobby, right by herself. When she said, you don't have to follow me. Okay, girl, thank you. Bumped it right on up and got up, because I'm just like, now you're making me ruin my experience, and now I'm gonna have to come back to watch them because I didn't even get the full show, right? So Kyle starts to basically rebuttal, and Sutton tells her, like, girl, shut up. I'm like, what?
The bathroom, and then I saw you guys talking about that.
Don't be a bitch, Sutton.
Ooh. So Kyle's like, look, don't be a bitch. This episode should have been called Bitch, because as many times they said bitch was crazy. Like, I don't know what show Sutton thought she was going on, but maybe she thought like, oh, you know, the guys, I know they're strippers, but maybe they're going to keep their clothes on. And, you know, maybe they're going to not dance provocatively. Maybe they're not going to, you know, dry hump women and sometimes men. Like, they're not going to do that. Girl, once we saw them underwear come off, baby, you should have known what they about to get into. Right. Kyle basically texts Crystal like, look, we have to leave. Sutton's upset. So when Crystal gets the text message, she tells Dorit and Erica, like, look, Sutton's upset, we got to go. And Erica's like, I'm not going nowhere. So. Oh, she paid us. So they walking out to the Sprinter van. She's like, look, here comes Kyle getting into the situation, don't even know all the information and giving her opinion. And Kyle was like, look now you're being a bitch. Now you're being a bitch. Kyle went off. She snapped.
But Kyle, she's walked into a conversation that she did not hear. Oh no, now you're being a bitch. Now you're being a bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So as Erica is leaving, you know, she's over here. She greet her friends that were at the show, because the show's over at this point. Erica finally walks to the Sprinter van. They're just like, oh my God, here we go. She's over here being inside there like Judge Judy. So Dorit gets on the bus. She's like, are you kidding me? She's like, okay, what's going on? Are you good?
Ladies, she's sitting in there like Judge Judy.
Are you kidding me? You've been sitting here the whole time. I was so sad not to see you.
So Erica comes on. She's like, okay, what's going on? And Sutton's like, look, for me, the spread eagle and the guy with his head between your crotch, that's not for me. That threw me off. I don't like that. Erica's like, look, I'm not about to let them take me to that place. I said I'm giving up fighting with them for Lent. So it was what it was.
Going to Magic Mike, we knew what we were getting into. But you know what? I told you guys, I'm not fighting for Lent.
Erica basically smiled it off and just like, look, it was a perfect setting. We're consenting adults. We had a good time. It was what it was. And she left it at that, right? Everybody's shocked. They're like, girl, I thought Erica was going to go up. So Crystal tells her like, look, I understand that you're offended, but how do you feel about we're not offended and our husbands wouldn't be offended either? And, you know, Erica started laughing and then they made light of the situation.
Seeing y'all like that on stage.
How do you feel the fact that we don't feel upset? Does that change how you feel? No, that's honest question. Like,
so they get to dinner, they all sit down. Sutton starts to give Erica an apology. Erica says, look, thank you, I appreciate it. She's not really like going up like how we thought Erica was gonna go up. Thank God, right?
Oh, anybody in there? She is calm, she is collected. She doesn't even seem bothered.
Phil, the reason why Erica is not going like, you know, snapping back at her is because for the last 2 years, Erica has been literally deemed as the villain of the show with Lisa Rinna, and I feel like she's doing some type of damage control to basically clean up her image. So I feel like she's doing this just so she won't come across as harsh, right? It's working, so it was what it was. Garcelle tells everyone that she is having lunch with Oliver tomorrow, and you know, her son, you know, he's almost divorced, and you know, after everything that happened with Vanderpump Rules, his wife was like, no thank you. And yeah, it was what it was. The ladies show support for Garcelle for being, you know, a great mother to her sons.
I'm having lunch with Oliver.
How's he doing?
He's good.
Nice.
He's really good.
I was gonna ask.
you divorced?
Yeah, they're almost done.
So Garcelle gets in her confessional. She's just like, look, at the end of the day, to be with full transparency, I don't feel comfortable talking to these women about my children, especially what happened last year. So she was like, it was what it was. I 100% agree, because like I said, like they really laughed in her face, told her kids to fuck off, and it's just, if the shoes were reversed or the tables were reversed, I don't think they would be in such a giggly mood. So the girls sit down, they play, you know, this little sex question games.
I was expecting Sutton to say like the Nutcracker.
All right, who's next? You go.
Okay, would it turn you on to be watched?
So the questions were, what song do you have sex to? Does it turn you on to be watched? How many days of the week do you have sex? And Sutton talking about she have it twice a day, or if she was in a relationship twice a day. I'm like, girl, you give very much starfish, very much missionary, very much later. Like, it does not give that. But hey, whatever, maybe so. Maybe that's why she's so, you know, ready for that itch to be scratched. On best compliment, Crystal said her nipples. And do they all have sex toys? I feel like they're grown women, so obviously they probably do have sex toys, right? You know, at the end of the episode, it's the next day. Kyle is up at 6 a.m. working out like this. She said, look, this is my lifestyle. This is what I do, period. So, you know, I commend her for sticking to her schedule, even on vacation. All the ladies are getting up. They're having breakfast. Kyle comes back in, and I think it's like around 8 o'clock this time. Garcelle tells them that she has something to tell them while they're all eating breakfast.
Genuine for myself, because I felt like what I really wanted to say is that I don't know if I trust you guys when it comes to my family.
So Garcelle basically like, look, in all honesty, I don't feel comfortable about sharing my kids with you guys. Like, I don't want to tell any information about my kids to you after everything that happened last year. And Garcelle's like, look, Kyle has given me an apology. Erica has given me an apology for laughing at Jax, and I appreciate that.
I'm gonna off the next one she tried to bang. I mean, that's a blowout.
Oh my God.
This sounds like Animal House.
But it doesn't mean that most feelings have to go away. And she's 100% right. You cannot dictate how someone has to get over something, especially since something happened last year. And for me, for Dorit to basically internalize it and say that she feels hurt and angry by Garcelle expressing her feelings about what they did to her is crazy to me.
Now, for Garcelle to feel like she cannot trust me around her kids, it's hurtful. Makes me angry.
Girl, shut the fuck up.
My whole thing is like, so it made you angry for y'all laughing at her child. Now, if the shoes were reversed and she laughed at your child, your two kids, and tell them to fuck off, then would it be the angry black woman? Would it be? And I think that's Garcelle's whole thing. She does not want to go there with them because we already know how the fans are, that she's going to be painted with that brush of being the angry black woman. And I personally don't want that for her, nor does she want that for herself, right? So Dorit is giving her such pushback, and she's just like, well, at the end of the day, it was over a year ago, honey. And I'm just like, that honey shit is so condescending.
Oh, please. Come on, don't turn this around on me.
No, but that's what it feels like.
Just say, listen, I don't trust that your feelings about my kids are genuine.
It's just like basically saying bitch in lower cases. I don't like that. And then just like, okay, you want to talk about it's over a year ago. Now, what if PK told you, well, you got PTSD, or you got PTSD and the break-in's over 14 months ago? Let it go. Why you hold on to something? It's the same damn thing. So for you not to even show some type of empathy for her expressing her feelings is crazy. And Dorit lost points for me. I'm sorry, because you're going through something with yourself that had PTSD, right? Even though we all thought that, maybe it's alleged insurance fraud. So that's why I'm just like, Dorit, you should be the last one. Listen to what she's saying, take it in, and maybe later on, let me go sit down with Garcelle and have a one-on-one with her, because I heard her come. I heard her.
I don't think she listens. She takes things and then makes them personal, and then she becomes the victim.
So after I heard her, let me express how I feel to her so we can come to a common ground, because that wasn't my intentions. That's all she had to do. She pissed me off, y'all. Like, she pissed me off, because I'm just like, Garcelle is always so willing to listen to everybody in that group, but half the time I feel like they hear what Garcelle say and then find like, okay, how can I pick this apart? How can I, go against her? Even Erica was just like, you know what? I'm gonna sit there. Kyle was just like, oh no, I don't want you to feel like that, which is true. We don't want you to feel like that. But for Dorit, in my whole thing, Crystal sat there and didn't say nothing, and I'm just like, I think there was actually a clip of Crystal saying that she did defend Garcelle in that moment. I'm gonna have to look it up. If I look it up and I find it, I'll put it in the video. If I didn't find it, she can say it.
Really stood by her in that, and I was defending her, saying that, like, had this happened to one of your children, you might have a different tune. And I also said that had this happened to my children, I probably wouldn't forgive anyone ever.
But y'all, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Pete. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It's too sweet.